Welcome to the temple, and thank you for coming here and enjoying this program. In 1978, when I came to the States, I thought I would be here for just 2 years, learning English, then back to Taiwan, continue my study in Taiwan. But somehow I'm still here. In 1980, I came to Houston by a mistake. I thought I was going to Boston from New York. Another reverend told me, don't worry, we will stay in Houston just for 2 days. Somehow I'm still here. I feel Houston, Texas is my home. And I love people in Texas. So finally, after we built this temple in 1990, we started to accumulate conditions to build American Bodhisattva Center. So on February 28th, we're going to have a special event at Bodhisattva Center. Basically, we wanted to invite all English-speaking friends to go to Bodhisattva Center and celebrate Lunar New Year. So please go and join us. Last time, I did introduce different levels of Buddha's teaching. When you imagine Buddha was teaching different people from different places. Some asking Buddha, how can I become a good human being? How can I be happy in this life? Also, some people will ask Buddha differently. How can I select a better place for my rebirth after death? Or how can I liberate from my afflictions and a lot of sufferings that I have to deal with in my life? So there are different questions that create different levels. We call those levels 5 vehicles. And also, during last talk, I did mention how to be a good human being. How can we make good friends with others? What are the qualifications that we can call ourselves good friends? Today, I wanted to continue on the main subject that I wanted to introduce, foundations of learning Buddhism. Last time, we talked about friendship. Today, I wanted to discuss meditation. Meditation is very important in Buddhism. It's not just for our joy and happiness in daily life. And also meditation is a way to elevate us, to build up right understanding, to have a wisdom, in order to have the power to break through all kinds of ignorance. So meditation is important. Today I wanted to introduce this subject to you and see how much we understand on the practice of meditation. In English, when we say meditation, probably it's very easy for everyone to understand. Of course, sometimes I do find certain kind of a misunderstanding on meditation. So today, I want you to think the original words of meditation in Buddhism. Perhaps some of you can help me to pronounce those terms, those special words. Actually, in India, there are 2 words we use for meditation. One is dhyana. Dhyana is in Sanskrit. In those days, when people practice meditation, they will say they practice dhyana. Dhyana, Y-A-N-A, dhyana. In Pali, they will say jhana, J-H-I-N-A, jhana. Somehow, after Buddhism went to China, Chinese people translate these terms into Chan No, two words in Chinese characters, Chan No. So we still try to maintain the original pronunciation, Chan No, jhana, or dhyana. Okay. But somehow, after some years, Chinese people started to reduce, the pronunciation into one word, Chan. Chan today is a very famous word in China. People are talking about Chan. Okay. It was very, very useful word in Chinese culture, or also in Buddhist practice. And also, it's very important in Japanese Buddhism. Japanese, they translate Chan into one word, Zen, Z-E-N. So today, when you read books, Zen, actually it's originated from Japan. Japanese Buddhists actually translate Zen from Chan. Chan originated from dhyana or jhana. But somehow today in West, we use meditation to describe this practice. So at the same time, after we understand those two terms, dhyana or jhana or Chan, what is the definition of a jhana? What can we learn from this term? Basically, there are two meanings from jhana. One is samadhi, that means concentration. We have to concentrate our mind. The second one is vipassana, be able to observe. So there are two definitions from jhana or from dhyana. One is samadhi, concentration. Another one is vipassana, observation. So if we check Chinese Buddhist dictionaries to check on Zen or jhana, then in Chinese way we will say, think steadily, or observe steadily. That is the definition of Chan in Chinese. But today I wanted you to understand that actually there are two qualities for meditation in Buddhism. One is concentration, another one is observation or contemplation. We have to have this both at the same time in order to be qualified Buddhist meditation practice. Otherwise, it's not perfect. It's very important. Why we have to practice meditation in daily life? Why it is so important? Because in daily life, we're always moving around and thinking on different kind of subjects. We feel we are okay, but until sometimes we lost the self-control, self-understanding, self-management. We still say, this is what I want. But actually, we may not be clearly understand who we are, what we wanted to do. So that is the problem that we are facing in daily life. Sometimes, why we are so frustrated with things around us. Sometimes, why we are so angry with changing phenomena, because we lost self-control. We don't understand ourselves clearly. We cannot guide ourselves. So that's why we have to meditate. Through meditation, actually, the first benefits, direct benefits, is a way to understand yourself, to observe yourself, and also to adjust yourself. I feel this is very important for every one of us. We are able to understand ourselves and adjust ourselves. After I meditate for some time, when I was still young in a school, one day I noticed that I was not happy with something around me. Before, I couldn't notice that. But that day, I slowly discovered that something happened to me. I'm not satisfied with certain phenomena. I dislike a person's words. After I discovered this feeling, I guide myself with the right understanding. Then slowly, the feeling disappeared. So that means if we meditate constantly, actually we can build up a kind of ability to check on yourself in daily life, to take care of yourself. You don't just blindly follow your reaction from your mind, from your own habits. This is the way I wanted to talk, but without control. This is the way I wanted to think, without management. This is the way I wanted to do, without clear understanding. But somehow after meditation, slowly you are going to discover yourself, understand yourself, be able to manage and adjust yourself. Okay. I think this is one important reason for us to practice meditation. Find a way to take care of ourselves. Okay. I think secondly, as a Bodhisattva, I was mentioning 5 levels of practice. I think we hope we can be a Bodhisattva. A Bodhisattva means a practitioner who practices meditation for his own benefits, and also he wants to help others at the same time. So with this kind of a vow, this kind of will, when we practice meditation, we're not just going to take care of ourselves. We hope we can find a way to purify the society, to better the society, make everyone around us living in peace and joy, creating harmony with others. Okay, I think this is another benefit. Later, I wanted to show you that actually I discovered there's a very simple material on Time magazine. Yeah, I wanted to show you that actually when we meditate, when we teach meditation, we can help the society, better the society. Today, I hope that if you check on yourself, you are going to find 2 kinds of phenomena that are always related with us. One is emotional reaction. We all have emotional feelings. Emotional feelings always exist in daily life. Something we like, something we dislike. Someone we love, someone we don't love. Emotional feelings are happening to us all the time. Meditation can balance emotional feelings. Secondly, we have a lot of wrong understanding about the facts. So that's why we have to learn, continue to learn, continue to discover the facts, the truth about life, about everything. But without meditation, we cannot do that. So these are the purpose for meditation. And right now, I wanted to introduce how can we practice meditation. If I wanted to gain this kind of ability, what can I do? Okay, you have to remember there are two definitions for meditation. One is concentration, another one is contemplation. There are two conditions for Buddhist meditation. If you feel, I don't have any concentration, perhaps you wanted to find a way to emphasize on how to build up your own samadhi, concentration, so you can concentrate. And a lot of times we will say, you may focus your mind on your own breath. It's very simple. Simplify your thoughts. Focus your mind on your breath. That will help you to concentrate. Okay. Sometimes we emphasize on this part. Okay. So that's why we meditate. We don't look, we don't hear. We don't want to do anything but simply sit there and build up the energy for concentration. Most of the time we are doing this during sitting meditation especially. But it's not enough. It's not enough. After we gain certain degree of concentration, we have to develop contemplation, be able to observe things around us. So for this part, in Buddhism, we say we have to have enough right mindfulness. Without right mindfulness, we are not able to properly develop right concentration and right understanding. So today, I want you to connect right mindfulness, right concentration together. This morning, I tried to find a way to let you notice that in daily life, how we actually use our mind, our attention. Okay. Most of the time, we do use our mind in this way. Okay. This is a flashlight. Okay. You think this is our mind. We use our mind in this way. We are moving, actually sometimes jumping from this corner to another corner. A while ago, I think about John. Suddenly, I think about Mary. A while ago, I think about New York. Suddenly, I think about San Francisco. Actually, sometimes jumping. We feel we do use our mind all the time, but it's moving. It's not stable. It's jumping around on different kind of objects or subjects. So I wanted to ask you that if there's a beautiful painting on the ceiling, there's a beautiful painting on the ceiling. With this kind of mentality, this kind of mind, can we really see this beautiful painting? It's difficult. We see there's a painting on the ceiling. It's beautiful, it's colorful, but somehow the mind is moving. You don't really actually see the painting, a little by little, clearly. Okay, this is the problem with our minds. We are using our minds all the time, but it's not steady. It's not clear enough. Right now, we say we have to practice meditation. One step, the first step, is we want it to be stable, be steady, be able to focus. Okay, be able to focus. Okay. Right now, this flashlight is not moving anymore. It's stabilized. This is a first step. During meditation, we wanted to concentrate. We wanted to build up samadhi. Stabilize this flashlight. After this, okay, I wanted to let you know the differences between Buddhist meditation and other religious meditation, especially in ancient India. In ancient India, some meditators, they will say, as long as your mind is stabilized, you have a lot of samadhi. That means you don't check on anything. You protected by the power of samadhi. You are not going to be disturbed by anything else. That is their goal. Simply gaining samadhi, that will be enough for them. But in Buddhism, we say, if we train our mind without knowing anything at all, we call this liberation. Buddha said it is not right. Problems still around. You just shut off your eyes, minds. You don't want it to be disturbed by all kinds of phenomena. You try to escape from the reality by using your samadhi, a very powerful concentration, to isolate yourself. This is not the right meditation. So be careful. Yeah. We build up concentration. Sometimes we feel, oh, nothing can bother me. I feel I'm not liberated from problems. Buddha said it's not good enough. After we have concentration, actually Buddha said we have to increase our wisdom, our right understanding. Just like turn on the lights, be able to observe. This is vipassana. This is observation, contemplation. So be able to check, be able to see things as the way it is. So samadhi, concentration, be able to steady, concentrate. Also turn the lights on, be able to see. Use our wisdom to break all those ignorance. And sometimes we even have to break our wrong view. For example, if I use a green color paper to cover these lights, everything we see is green, is right? Okay, you will say, oh, it's green. If we cover with red paper, then everything will be red. So we have a certain kind of understanding based on our own, what do you call it, prejudice, is judgmental prejudice, yeah. Perception, okay. That means you already built up certain kind of concepts in your mind. You don't see things as the way it is. So meditation also requires us uncover all those prejudices, see things as the way it is. Okay. All right. I wish that you can find something from this kind of a demonstration, okay, and use your imagination. But today, I wanted to say this: without determination, actually, we cannot really practice meditation. Without decisive manner, we cannot actually practice meditation. I wanted to use one example to maybe not example, just something that you wanted to use to check on yourself. When we have retreats for meditation, I always mention this kind of thinking. in order to let people to understand how we should practice during the process. I would say you are a teacher in the classroom. You are the teacher in the classroom. Also, you are the boy in the class. You are the student in the class. The teacher wants to teach the student. Ask the student, please be seated. Please sit down. Don't run away. Don't run out of the classroom. But somehow the boy always try to run away from the classroom, run away from the teacher. You are the teacher, at the same time, you are the student. You wanted to be able to be a teacher, to find a student. Where is my student? Sometimes, if you forget you are the teacher, you are responsible to find a student. The student may be running away somewhere, playing with other kids. You don't notice that. That means there's a problem in meditation. Your mind is not there. The student is not in the class. You have to be able to find the student and take him back to the classroom. Continually. Where's my mind? Where's my boy? Find your mind, bring it back to the present moment, to the classroom. And also, you have to do this continually without hesitation. If you feel that I find this boy once, twice, 3 times, many times, I'm tired of it. You give up. You cannot accomplish the real meditation practice. So don't give up. Our mind is jumping around. You have to be able to continually to bring the boy back to the classroom. When the boy get used to stay in the classroom, at the time, you don't have to do anything. You just watch the boy. Don't let him run away again. That's it. Sometimes we use certain skill to bring our mind back. For example, I'm counting my breath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, those countings are helping us to find the boy. Where's the boy? I wanted to find the boy back to the classroom. After the boy is sitting in the classroom, he's not running away. Sometimes you don't have to continue to count numbers. You just watch the boy, watch your mind with your clear mental stage. Clearly understand, okay, he's there. Unless he wants to move, then you count those numbers again. After the boy is sitting in the room stable enough, you don't say, oh, teacher is sitting there, the student is sitting there without doing anything. No, the reason for us to stay in the classroom because we wanted to learn, we wanted to teach. So at a moment, you have to develop your contemplation, your observation. The teacher wanted to teach this student on something he needs to learn, to develop his knowledge, to develop certain kind of understanding that will help this student. So thinking about this, there's a simple example, and combine samadhi and vipassana together, combine concentration and contemplation together. Okay. I hope I'm not going to make you feel that it's too complicated. Okay. All right, today let's go to another part. A while ago, I did mention that in Buddhism, if we wanted to practice right meditation, we have to have right mindfulness. What is the definition of right mindfulness? Actually, there are a few definitions. One, be able to remember the Dharma correctly. The teacher should be able to remember the Dharma correctly. What is the meaning of loving kindness? What is the meaning of impermanence? Why we have to learn no attachments? We have to understand those teachings clearly, correctly, not on the wrong way. Be able to remember the Dharma correctly. Okay, this is the one kind of right mindfulness. The second one is be able to remember beneficial experiences in our daily life, not mistakes of others, not the negative experiences in daily life. So right mindfulness is a way to accumulate positive memory on something is beneficial, not negative. Okay, this is the second definition of right mindfulness. Are we going to remember everything, on this way, in this way? Sometimes we don't. Be careful, sometimes we don't. Our memory will bring, something good, also sometimes bring something bad to us. Okay. So mindfulness is related with memory. How are we going to develop our memory? Is in this category. The third definition of mindfulness, right mindfulness, is be able to remember your practice. Okay, I wanted to practice meditation. I wanted to count my breath whenever I have time. But how many times you are going to do it in one day? Sometimes when we are busy, we forget this practice. We are very forgetful. That is a problem. Even we learn a lot of skills, a lot of techniques. We read a lot. We check on internet a lot. We learn everything, but we don't remember anything. That is a problem. So we have to be able to remember what we wanted to do. I wanted to be kind to others. I wanted to smile when I see people. I do agree with this, but I don't use it. I cannot remember this. That is a problem. So right mindfulness means you are able to remember your own practice in daily life. Okay. The last one is be able to be in the present moment. Always bring yourself back to the present moment. You don't want it to be dragged by a lot of memories in the past or something about your future. You worry about your future. It's not necessary for you to worry about something you don't know. But actually, I'm knowing something. I'm seeing something, which is, you can control. I'm talking to you, okay, right now, but somehow I'm trying to answer all the emails at the same time. So today, actually, we have a lot of distractions. Make us not be able to in the present moment. Okay. So these are right mindfulness. With right mindfulness, we can have right concentration, right contemplation. Can you connect those together? Okay. So without right mindfulness, we cannot have a good meditation. We're not able to practice Buddhist meditation correctly. Also, during meditation, we have to avoid certain kind of attitude. We don't ask for supernatural power. Don't think about this. Oh, I meditate. I'm going to accumulate certain kind of supernatural power. I can perform miracles. we don't allow people to do this in their mind. And also, we don't want to use meditation for our own fame. I wanted to be famous. So I practice meditation. I wanted to be others' teacher, so I can receive or gain benefits from this. We don't allow people to use this kind of thinking for meditation. Okay. The last one is try to avoid. Whenever you meditate, you gain something, you feel something. You don't want to create, to add your arrogance inside you or attachments inside you. That's important. Okay. What are the benefits we can learn from meditation? I wanted to use some description to introduce it to you. I think first, you are going to have joy in your life. If you practice meditation daily, you feel it's easier for us to have joy inside us. You will be happier. Okay. And the second, when you do things, you have more confidence. You feel you can accomplish it. You can gain more confidence. It's very difficult to describe, but somehow you automatically gain more self-confidence from meditation. Yeah. You feel you can manage things correctly, properly. You don't feel there are problems around you. You feel that you can handle things. Yeah. And also, you have a better understanding on things because your mind is very clear. Yeah. Less ignorance. So these are the benefits of meditation. And finally, it's important. If we practice meditation, we build up more and more self-attachment. That's wrong. We should have less self-attachment. Without self-attachment, actually, we can gain liberation. We can achieve Buddhahood. So that's important. Okay. When I was about 17 years old, I was in Taiwan, and I went to a place for retreat in the summer break. After a few days, I discovered that I was sitting on the bench. After 1 hour, my legs were very sore and also uncomfortable. But somehow, I noticed that during meditation, I can separate my body and my mind. So that is a kind of experience. Sometimes, even there's pain around you, you can manage yourself. Separate your legs from your feeling. It's a strange, isn't it? It's a strange, but somehow this is a real experience. Secondly, I feel that after meditation, in daily life, as a monk, we have to do some work for the temple, serve others, cooking, washing dishes. I feel that anything I do, every person that I work with, I was very joyful. In daily life, you feel that, oh, life is wonderful. It's not just for one day. It's continually for a pretty long time. And also during the night, when I say rest, I went sleep right away. If I told myself I need to get up at 3 o'clock, I woke up at 3. That experience lasts for 2.5 months. Make me feel that, oh, meditation is wonderful. And also, after I had illness in 1982, through meditation, I gained my health back. And also, 2013, I was ill again. I used walking meditation to maintain my concentration and maintain my contemplation. Because the illness made me feel that very uncomfortable with my body. But somehow I manage myself through those difficult times. Sometimes friends cannot help you. Relatives cannot help you. Doctors, Western doctors, Chinese doctors, even doctors cannot help you. But you are the one who can help yourself, as long as you know how to meditate. Okay. So today, finally, I wanted to show this magazine. This is the latest Time magazine. I just received it not long ago. In the back, there's a page. It says, many meditators, small children who meditate. Many meditators, mindfulness and meditation exercise are helping kids get an edge in the classroom. Okay. And also, it says here what the science says. After kids practice meditation, they are more kind to others, more kindness. Kids are more nicer to others. Better math scores. When they learn math, better scores. And fewer ADHD. I don't know what kind of illness is it. ADHD, a kind of.
Attention deficit disorder.
Okay, kind of disorder. Fewer ADHD symptoms. Okay. More self-control, even for kids. More self-control. Less depression. Okay. Finally, improved focus. If we cannot focus, we cannot learn. Okay. So this is my talk for today. I feel there are a lot of things for me to share with you, but time is limited. In the end, do you have any questions to ask me? Yes.
I have one question. You mentioned contemplation,
Contemplation.
and also mindfulness. So when I look at the eightfold path, you have samadhi. So samadhi is the concentration. What is sati in this case?
Sati.
Is it mindfulness or
For this part, I need to maybe check on the dictionary, because my Sanskrit or Pali is not that good enough for me to explain everything clearly. But today, I do wish you to remember right mindfulness, right concentration, and right contemplation. Put them together in order to form good meditation. Without right mindfulness, without right concentration, without right contemplation, we cannot really have a good meditation or Buddhist meditation. All right, thank you for the question. Yeah. How about you write down the word for me, so maybe I can check on dictionary. Yeah. Okay, yes. Jerry.
Can we meditate during the day, not just strictly at home, but when we're out during the day? Is there a time when we can meditate briefly?
Sure. Actually, you can find any time that you wanted to practice sitting meditation in any place, even for 3 minutes or 5 minutes. That's okay. Also, I wanted to emphasize on that when we say we wanted to practice meditation, we always think about sitting posture in somewhere without talking to people. Actually, when we're talking to people, seeing friends around us, we can practice contemplation at the same time. When we talk, we wanted to talk right, think right. So at the time, we can use the opportunity to enhance our contemplation. So actually, meditation relates with daily life. But somehow, we wanted to find the time to sit, be quiet, because we need to rest ourselves, and physically, mentally. So we have to sit quietly. Otherwise, when you are moving around, you still can meditate. maybe more contemplation, less concentration. That's it. Yeah. And also, contemplation and concentration needs to be balanced. When you discover I have more concentration, I don't want to talk, I don't want to read, I don't want to do the work. That means be careful. You need more contemplation to balance yourself. If you say, I want to talk, read and read, dealing with others, okay, maybe you are still have right contemplation, but less concentration. You need to increase your concentration at the moment. Okay, so the 7 Bodhisattva practice 7菩提分啊，7菩提分7觉知怎么说 ？Enlightenment. Okay. 7 factors of enlightenment. Actually, one factor is be able to balance your concentration and contemplation. Always find a way to balance yourself. Okay. Any other thoughts? Okay. Thank you for your patience. I appreciate your efforts to listen to me. And so this is the talk. Next month, I wanted to discuss 4 Noble Truths with you. So this is still the same subject, foundations of learning Buddhism. Okay, today we talk about meditation. Next month, I wanted to discuss 4 Noble Truths with you. Okay. Anything? Okay. Yes, comments?
Could you speak a little bit more and say what really do you mean when you say contemplation?
Okay. Contemplation is based on the understanding of the Dharma. Okay, that is the base. You have to understand Buddha's teaching correctly. For example, I studied the Dharma. I learned a term, impermanence. Impermanence. Okay. If you say, within this month, I wanted to contemplate on impermanence. Okay. Whenever you see, whenever you you feel, you wanted to use this kind of understanding to observe on those phenomena. To observe those phenomena. Okay. This is the way of contemplation. You apply this concept, this understanding with reality, with the phenomena you are experiencing with. Okay, I discover Jade Buddha temple is impermanent. Okay, myself is impermanent. My Dharma talk is impermanent. Because this is impermanent, so we should not attach to with any phenomena, any change phenomena. So this is a way of contemplation. Until you feel the impermanent, you are not just use your mind to think on impermanent. Then you have the kind of experience. Okay. Until that stage, actually a lot of things in our mind still very superficial, just concepts, not with the actual experience. Okay. And also think about loving kindness. Today, if you stay in this level of just thinking on loving kindness, you are not contemplate on this kind of a practice, deeply, profoundly understand the meaning of loving kindness. Actually, it's easy for us to abandon loving kindness when we see difficulties. That means you cannot always carry this kind of kind heart with you. So contemplation is try to use our understanding and relate with actual experience. Put those understanding in your daily life. Use it, experience it, and also let it grow roots inside your heart, inside your mind. You are not just thinking it. You actually use it as your natural reaction. Okay. So this is the way. Okay. Okay. Any other thoughts? Yeah. Let's conclude today's program.